Jimmy was, to put it mildly, accident prone. He once tripped on air and sprained his ankle. Candy, on the other hand, was organized chaos. Bright pink hair, mismatched socks, a heart of gold. They were polar opposites, destined to collide. Their first meeting was at a dog park. Jimmy, walking his pug, Princess Fluffy Butt, tripped naturally. He landed right at the feet of Candy, sending her ice cream flying. It landed with a splat right on top of his head. Candy, instead of apologizing, burst into laughter. Not mean laughter, but genuine, joyful laughter. It was so infectious. Jimmy found himself laughing too, ice cream dripping down his face. Maybe this was the start of something interesting. Their dates were legendary. Once at a fancy restaurant, Jimmy accidentally catapulted a breadstick across the room. It landed with perfect comedic timing in the enormous hat of a very serious-looking woman. Candy doubled over, howling with laughter. Even Jimmy had to grin. He was starting to realize that with Candy, there were no ordinary moments. She found the funny side to everything, even his clumsiness. Another time, at an Italian restaurant, they had a full-blown spaghetti and meatball fight. It started innocently with a stray noodle, but escalated quickly. Soon they were both covered in sauce, laughing so hard they cried. The other diners, not so amused, but Jimmy didn't care. He was falling for Candy, her infectious laughter, her ability to turn any disaster into an adventure. He'd never met anyone like her. Their relationship wasn't all flying food and accidental injuries, though. Life threw them some curveballs. Jimmy lost his job. Candy's apartment flooded. Her pet parrot, Coco, developed a strange obsession with singing opera at 3 a.m. But through it all, they had each other and their laughter. They faced every challenge with a shared joke, a silly song, a reminder that life was too short to be anything but happy. They were an oasis of joy in a sometimes crazy world. Jimmy, inspired by Candy's optimism, started his own business, Oops Proof Your Life, helping people avoid everyday mishaps. It was a disaster at first, but he finally found his footing, literally and figuratively. The grand finale of their love story so far took place at a karaoke bar. Jimmy, a terrible singer, decided to serenade Candy. He chose a love song, naturally. What followed was an epic performance, full of off-key notes and forgotten lyrics. Candy, instead of cringing, sang along with gusto, her voice even worse than his. The entire bar stopped to watch, some in horror, others with amusement. By the end, everyone was clapping along, cheering for the couple who could laugh at themselves. As the applause died down, Jimmy looked at Candy, her eyes sparkling with laughter and something more. He knew, right then and there, that this was it. This was love. Messy, chaotic, hilarious, and absolutely perfect.